Okay, so we have my son's 2011 Toyota Tacoma that's got a couple bulbs burned out on the third brake light. And those are incandescent bulbs. Now the tail lights here are LED. And, you know, I've always wondered why they go with incandescents on the third brake light on a lot of trucks. And then LED on the tail lights on the actual back of the truck. So we got a new third brake light that we're going to install up here, and I'm going to film that and show you how to do it. But first I want to compare the difference between the original brake light. Zoom in here. I'm going to go step on the brake. And that's the that's all you get on the factory incandescent brake light. Of course, there's the factory tail lights, and they're, like you see, they're LED. So anyway, let me get set up. It's a little process to get this off, but it's not that big of a deal. So let's get started. So basically what we have is we have two T20 Torx, and there's a foam gasket that has got adhesive on it that we're going to have to cut through before we can get the brake light off. So the first thing we got to do is get us a T20. And then I've got a heat gun here because it's kind of cold out today, and I'm just going to heat this area up to help soften up that adhesive. And then we're just going to use dental floss to cut through it and pull it off there. So hopefully, if all goes well, this will not be that big of a deal. Now this part will pop off, and if you wanted to replace your bulbs, this is how you do it. Just pull your bulb out, and there's your incandescent bulb. But if you want to replace the whole assembly, and you can see that this is weathered. You know, this black right here looks a little weathered. Now at this point, I'm just going to take my heat gun. I'm just going to heat up right around this area. And I'll fast forward through this. Just going to use some dental floss. Dental floss is strong and it's thin. We're still probably going to want to double it up, so what I'm going to do is just double it over on itself. You'll eventually break it, but that's alright. Now I'm just going to use plastic. Don't use metal. You'll scratch your paint. Just going to use a plastic trim tool. I think you can probably see the that adhesive backing. There you have it. There's the connector. Now, very important to get all this old foam off. You got to get all that off to make sure that the new one seals up completely. So let me get set up to do that. Okay, so what I got here is just some acetone. And I'm just going to saturate that foam. Plastic scraper again. There's the part number to the new headlight. I'll put a link in the description. Did I say headlight? I meant tail light, or third brake light. It is tinted. Looks very nice. Comes pre-foam installed. Okay, this light is thicker than the factory light, so I'm going to need some longer screws. So I'm just going to go match some screws up. Okay, I found some screws. The head's bigger, but it actually fits in here perfect. Got plenty of stick out to grab the insert here, but there's the difference in the screws. And these are Torx, these are just Phillips. I'll put a link to these screws if you want to get you a box of them. It's always good to have screws around just for stuff like this. That should do it. Look at that beauty. Adds a whole better look to the truck. See what it looks like turned on. Oh, that's much brighter already, even from an angle. That looks a lot better too. So anyway, other than the screw issue, that thing fits like a glove. That foam completely compresses around it, so I don't see it being a problem with leaking. That's a nice touch to the truck. Anyway, very inexpensive. Like I said, I'll put a link to that and the screws that you're going to need. I'm out. You guys take care.